Today we're going to talk about the Comet P40. The Comet P40 is a 11.5 gallon a minute, 300 PSI soft wash pump. This is the pump that is connected to your hydro mixer that is actually mixing your chemicals and spraying it out at about 300 PSI. You have a Honda GX200 engine, you have a gearbox, and this is your Comet pump. Your Comet pump is gonna have your inlet is gonna be right here. It's gonna be the blue and clear hose. Your bypass is gonna be right here, this 3/4 inch hose. And this yellow hose that's coming out of the back is going to your hose reel that is gonna supply your drone, your wand, whatnot with high pressure or 300 PSI chemical. This is a regulator on your actual P40. If you look at it, you've got your pluses and minuses. It is going to be set by us. You shouldn't have to mess with that, but in the need, if you need to decrease the pressure, if you move it counterclockwise, it is going to decrease the pressure. If you move it clockwise, it's going to increase the pressure on the P40. This right here is a bypass lever. Its current configuration is in the on position, and this is exactly the way you want to leave it during normal use and operation. If you do ever have a need to do this, this will engage the bypass. Very little to no water is going to come out if that is engaged of the actual hose, and all of it is going to continue to run in bypass. This is the normal operational standpoint. Now we're going to talk briefly about maintenance of the whole package of the Comet P40. The Honda GX200 engine is, after the initial 50 hours of use, is going to be recommended that we change the oil. The oil that goes in this is 10W30. The drain plug for the actual oil is right down here, and you will actually remove that and the oil will drain out. To refill the oil, you're going to use this port that is right here, which all you have to do is twist it off. You're going to fill this up, and it's going to take a little less than a quart, and you will make sure that the oil level is right at the base of the threads. You can barely see it in there right now. The other side does have a dipstick where you can use that to test and show you exactly where you are. Now we're going to talk about the gearbox. The gearbox basically is recommended that you change it every 400 hours, the oil in it. And it is 80W90 heavy duty gear oil. The drain plug is all the way down here at the bottom. You'll remove that and the oil will drain out. Up here is the vented cap. You'll unscrew this and you'll actually put your oil into it. But to check your level, there's this screw right here. That screw right here is a weep hole. You're going to take that bolt out when you're filling it up. You're going to fill up the gearbox until you have oil starting to leak out a little bit. That's how you check your oil level on this. After it's starting to drip out a little bit, you'll put the screw back in, put the vented cap back on. Oil change is done for the gearbox. Your Comet P40, every 200 hours, it is recommended that you change the oil in it. It is 30 weight non-detergent. The drain on the P40 is hard to see. We're not going to really be able to catch it on camera, but right down here in the center, roughly where my middle finger is actually resting right on the actual port. It is an Allen screw, and I believe 6mm. You can take that out. The oil will drain out. Up here is actually the very top. This sight glass is actually where you're going to fill the oil. This comes off. You'll remove the boot. It's on the inside. I'm going to attempt to do it. This doesn't screw down. It just has a series of notches. So when you have to find that spot that it pulls up, you'll remove this boot and then you can fill your oil in. The oil level of this one right now is perfect. You can see how it is about halfway in between here. There is a fill line on here, or a run line, that is all the way over here, but that is a hot run line, not a cold run line. So after this pump warms up, your oil level will be up there. Once you've actually changed the oil in this, filled it back up to its level, you're gonna put the cap back on and go for there. When we're doing the oil changes on the pumps and on the engine and everything, it is imperative that we actually check the air filter as well. The air filter on the GX200 is located underneath here. As you can see, I've removed the black cap with just a wing nut. You'll actually have access to the air filter right here. What you always want to do is make sure that this foam right here, take it off, inspect it. You'll most likely, this one's brand new, never been used, so it has nothing on it. You can pull this foam off and blow it off. And you also want to make sure that you don't have a large amount of debris or anything that is underneath as well. If it all looks good, you're safe to use it. But if you're starting to look dirty, you actually want to go ahead and swap it out. And it's recommended to do swap it out and check it every time you do an oil change. To put it back together, you're just going to put your wing nut back on, tighten it back down, make sure the housing and everything is nice and snug. You're going to take your the top cap, get that back on, put your wing nut back on, you're good to go.